Hello, welcome back to another edition of the I'm Always Right Sports Podcast. I am your host, as always, the Mouth of Michigan, Rob Mendyka. With me, as always, my co-host, the Merckzone Mike Merkel.
I made it.
He's here, he's got a fresh haircut, he's looking good, and of course, we got the whale man, Kyle Budzanowski here as well, blessing us with
fresh haircut.
Without a fresh haircut. It's always looking pretty clean now. It's feathered and dangerous. Today, guys, we got a big week going on. We've been talking about this now for a couple weeks. We're waiting for Kyle to get back here. And now that he's here, there is really only one thing to do today, isn't there, Mike?
I think so.
I think so, too. And that is we're about to spoil this upcoming NBA season. Game-by-game predictions, ladies and gentlemen. 1 through 8. or 10 games.
1 through 8.
1 through 8 for every single team
All
that's
22
actually
teams.
eligible to actually get in the playoffs somehow, some way. And then after the break, we're going to go right into the playoffs where we're going to go series by series, and we are going to tell you right here, right now, who is going to be your reigning defending NBA champion going into next season 2 weeks from now. But we're going to go game by game the exact same way we did it through the NFL. Mike's got a spreadsheet up here. He's been working hard prepping for this event. He's ready to go. That's why he's got his laptop. And basically, we're going to do the exact same way we did it a few episodes ago on one of the Quick Hitter series, where we just basically went through every NFL game, exact same way. So, regular season, we're going to jump right in here in a second. Are you guys ready? Ready to go? We're predicting.
I think I'm ready.
Okay, really think about this now. So,
Yeah.
I get it. We got the Lakers to win. I get it, but all right.
You might get some upsets.
Maybe.
I'm planning on it.
I don't like that.
I feel like yeah. No, okay. He's like, well, I think the Pelicans are going to go 7 with the Lakers and pull off the upset. And no, I do feel a little bit though that I'm outmatched here. Where I go, well, maybe the Clippers and you guys are both going to look at me and just go,
Well, I think when we get to that point, we'll debate, and then we'll get a big if you can really persuade.
Yeah.
It might not even be Clippers Lakers.
I should have brought a whiteboard and be like, well, see if you do it this way.
Yeah, if you do it this way, and the math works out, and they get home court advantage in the bubble.
If LeBron has a small knee issue during the regular season,
we have a chance.
All right, let's jump right in though, Mike. Kind of a rundown how you got this set up and how we're gonna go through this week by week.
Yeah, so I have ESPN pulled up. They have every single game here, which is awesome. And I have my Excel
there you go.
spreadsheet,
There you go.
One of those things,
Sure.
And I have that bad boy locked up. I got all the records, and I have each game. So basically, we're going to go down. Instead, because they're not broken up by weeks, really, they're just kind of by games.
Yeah, right.
Like the NFL one's like, all right, week 1, we're going to go me and you or something.
For sure.
This one, every single game, we're all just going to be like,
that's fine. We'll probably be able to come to a consensus pretty quickly
for most of them.
Yeah.
Some of them might be, but we're going to start with someone different every time. So I'll pick the first game first, then Kyle, then Rob, then I'll go Kyle, Rob, me.
For sure.
So it's not like I'm starting every single one.
Nope.
And then we're going to do the first half of the show is going to be all the regular season.
Yep. We'll cut to break.
Cut to a break so I can do the math to figure out who makes the playoffs.
Absolutely.
And then the second half, we're going to go through all the
Seed by
playoff
seed.
games, seed by seed, and see who wins.
All right, awesome. Sounds exciting. Like I said, guys, park it down right now. If you're a big Vegas bettor, you might as well. You better be listening to the show.
Yeah.
Go to Vegas, bank on it,
making millions.
Because you know who's winning the NBA title by the end of this episode.
Okay.
So,
all right, so we got our opening matchup Thursday, July 30th. We have Pelicans versus the Jazz. Kyle, we'll start with you.
I'm going to take the Pelicans. I think the Rudy Gobert and Donovan Mitchell little
I hope
Corona thing.
I hope Donovan Mitchell walks up to Rudy Gobert and goes, "I hate you," and slaps him as hard as he can, and then that's how we start the new NBA season off. Yeah, I got the Pelicans too.
You got Pelicans?
Yeah.
Okay. Without Zion there, I think it's going to be a little different because he left the bubble for family issues.
Right.
So I think it's going to be a little harder, but I do think that they'll probably.
I just think
the win
they're
also.
just going to be like jazzed up. That's a funny way because they're playing the Jazz, but like I definitely think they're going to be like ready to go, and I think that you still have Brandon Ingram there. You've got Lonzo. You've got some pieces on the Pelicans team, and plus, like I said, I think the Jazz thing. I think it is going to be difficult for like Rudy Gobert's going to be open up in the post, and Donovan Mitchell's back. No, ain't happening.
You got COVID. No way.
You going to get me coronavirus again when I pass the ball, you jerk. So,
All right. And then we got Lakers Clippers in the second opening matchup.
Ooh.
Rob, we'll start with you.
I'm gonna say Lakers here. I don't think Kawhi's probably gonna play in this game more than likely because he's still kind of banged up. I'm gonna say Lakers, and I think that's gonna be the story, especially early on. That's what's gonna be the game to kind of be like, all right, we're back.
I'm taking the Lakers. Also, I think LeBron's gonna be the most ready.
I think LeBron's gonna go for like 50.
Yeah, I do too. I think first game in,
he's just gonna go
especially if Kawhi's not there with your prediction. I think. Who's guarding LeBron in that game? Then it's not going to be Kawhi, so I think LeBron's going to have a great game.
I think the Clippers are just going to try to coast in.
I'm gonna say the Lakers. I know it's easy to say, but I think LeBron's gonna be that. I've been waiting for months, and
Yeah.
he's just gonna ball out. I hope he
Yeah,
keeps his
same way.
really big beard too.
Yes,
Yeah.
if he could keep that big beard the whole
beard,
time.
yeah.
I would like the little
18
gray.
beard.
Grizzly
Yeah.
Adams.
Yeah.
All right, we got the Magic versus the Nets.
Yeesh.
I'll start.
Oh, go ahead. Yeah, go ahead.
I'll take Magic because Nets really don't have many people there, so it's gonna be tough for them.
Yeah. What do you got, Kyle?
Okay.
I'll take the Nets.
Take
You
Nets.
know, I'm actually gonna say the Nets too.
Okay.
Actually, weirdly enough, like I like Dinwiddie, I like Levert. You know, that's what I'm
That's
gonna
it.
do.
That's it. Yeah. Okay. Cool.
Plus, name like 3 people on the Magic. Don't actually do it because you'll do it and you'll embarrass me. It's fine, but
That's cool. Grizzlies Trailblazers. Kyle.
I'll take Portland. I think Damian
Okay.
Lillard's
yeah, I
on
think
a
Portland. I'm
mission.
gonna take Portland.
I'm also going to take Portland, even though I do think Memphis does put up a challenge.
Yeah.
I think this team's gonna be so hot.
Yeah.
Like this is my
Yeah.
like maybe
I
not
think,
spoiler
I think
alert kind of
Lillard
thing.
is gonna just
I
be
think
like, you know what? Screw this. I'm just gonna go ball out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Suns Wizards.
Oh god.
Is
All
John Wall
Rob.
gonna be back?
Him and Bradley Beal are both out.
Bradley Beal's out too. Oh,
Yeah.
then the Suns.
Okay.
Jeez.
I'm taking the Suns also
Yeah,
because of
just-
that fact
Yeah,
that
like Brad,
99%
that's
sure.
36 points off of Washington's score right away. Like are we all? Good lord.
yeah. Kyle or
It's a team.
same.
Yeah.
Okay. Interesting one. Bucks Celtics.
Ooh. Mike,
First-
you start on that one.
Yeah, I'm gonna take the Celtics here. I think they have more depth, and I think like a first game back, the Bucks won't be all in gel, and they're gonna find a way to kind of slow down Giannis for the first game. But I think Giannis is gonna get real hot in the middle of this 8-game season. But I'm gonna take Celtics first.
Go ahead.
I'm gonna take the Bucks, but because I think like Giannis is gonna overpower like Jason Tatum, who's gonna go off for the Celtics. I think Giannis is gonna be a big part of that game.
I'm gonna go Celtics here. I agree with you. I think it's gonna take the Bucks a little bit of time because the Bucks don't have. I know everyone's really high on Chris Middleton for whatever reason, but I think the Celtics. They're just more athletic. I think,
Yeah.
quite frankly, I just think they're faster. And although Giannis will be fine, I think everybody else is gonna take some time to really get into a groove.
Kings Spurs.
Oh boy.
I'll start. I'll take the Spurs because I think with Pop there, I think they'll just be a more defensive
Yeah.
unit. But I'll take Spurs. But again, it's up in the air for me.
Yeah.
Kyle.
I'm gonna say the Kings.
I'll say the Spurs.
Somebody
goes first.
You know, it's hard because these games, right, are hard to predict because we're thinking in our heads it really doesn't matter because neither one of those teams
Are
have
probably
any
getting a
chance.
real chance
yeah,
of making it.
Yeah, it's like, and even if they do squeak in somehow, like they go on say we have the Spurs winning every one of these games, right? All right, fine. They're the 8th seed against Lakers, and they're just gonna go through a buzzsaw. So it's
Yeah.
like.
Yeah, I agree.
It's hard to
And
put a
then-
lot of thought into these. Sorry, Kings fans.
Rockets Mavs.
I'm taking the Mavs. I'm just gonna take the Mavs.
I'm gonna take.
taking
I
Mavs.
feel like Luka's one of those guys who he just like never gets rust on him.
Rick
If he just
Carlisle,
doesn't play
baby.
for a year, he'll just come back and put up 50, and it's like just like
I wish Mark Cuban didn't own the Mavericks because it makes me hate them a little bit. But I also really love Rick Carlisle, so I'm out.
I'm
saying Mavs.
gonna take the Mavs because I don't think Russell Westbrook's there, so it's gonna be a while for the Rockets to get going. All right, Heat Nuggets.
Ooh, great game.
I'm gonna take the Nuggets personally.
Yeah.
I think they're a little better at the moment. I think they'll just come in. Jokic is in shape, and he's just gonna come in ball.
I'm gonna take the Heat because I don't know how good Jokic is. He did
That's
have the
fair, too.
coronavirus, so I don't know how good he'll come in. But
I'm gonna take the Nuggets too.
You take Nuggets
Yeah,
too.
I like
Okay.
the Nuggets.
Taking the Nuggets. Heat will take the L here. Oh well. Jazz Thunder.
Oh boy, I'm gonna say the Jazz.
You gonna take Jazz?
Yeah,
Kyle.
I don't believe in that Thunder team. I know Chris Paul's doing a lot, but I don't see.
I like Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, so I'll take Thunder.
You're gonna take the Thunder. I'm gonna take the Jazz. Also, they took the first loss of the season, so I
Right.
think they need the comeback win.
You still have it. I mean, you still got Mike Conley there.
Yeah.
You
You have a solid team there.
You
so
got a
it's-
good Jazz
it's not
team.
yeah. Pelicans Clippers.
I'm gonna take the Clips personally.
Okay.
On this one.
I'm also gonna take the Clips. I guess it doesn't really matter, but Kyle, what do you
I'll
think?
take the Clippers.
Yeah.
Okay. Pelicans take the L. 76ers Pacers.
Oof. Go ahead.
I will take the Pacers.
Ooh.
Close on this one because it's hard because 76ers are going to be all healthy right now. though.
Oladipo's not playing either. He's out for this whole thing.
Is he too?
He's opted out. He's not even playing. I don't even know.
Yeah, I'm still
Jeez.
taking. I'm going to stick with Pacers, but I think that's like an upset thing. I don't think it's strong.
I'll take the 76ers.
Yeah, I'm
I
gonna take
think
76ers
stronger.
too. Yeah. With no Oladipo, I'm
I
like,
know, I was
wow,
thinking about that. I was like, wait,
your
maybe not,
primary scorer is gone.
Lakers Raptors.
Go ahead.
I'm taking Lakers because LeBron always dominates Raptors.
Lakers anyway. I don't trust this Toronto team really.
I agree with both of you on
Yeah.
that. Let's see. Okay, next day, Wizards Nets. Wow,
I'm gonna say the Nets.
two really weird polls there for the Nets.
Yeah.
I'm also going to take the Nets, I guess, because I don't think
Yeah.
the Wizards are going to be very. I think the Wizards are literally going to lose all 8 of these. Probably.
Yeah.
Without Bradley Beal
in
and John
general,
Wall.
what
you're
else
in a-
is
yeah,
there?
you're in a
There's
tough
nothing
spot.
else. Who's shooting the football? Wow. Who's shooting the ball?
Yeah,
Like legitimately, who's shooting the basketball for them? Ugh.
So Kyle,
I'll
you're
take
in the same
the
boat.
Nets, yeah.
Nets. Okay. Trailblazers Celtics. Whoever
I'm,
wants to start.
I'm actually gonna take the Trailblazers here because I think that Portland is gonna be fighting for their lives. So I think they're gonna want it more. I think the Celtics we're probably gonna be the 2 seed.
Yeah, I actually agree with you on that. I think
know what I mean?
Portland really wants it, and
Yeah.
Dame's like, I'm only coming
I
by a
think
chance.
I
so I'm
legitimately
gonna ball out.
I think they're motivated. I think
Yeah.
they're one of the some of these other teams like Pelicans and stuff like that. Like they're motivated because they're younger, so they're like we just want to get in and then see what happens. Portland's like we were in the Western Conference Finals last year,
Yeah.
and everyone's looking at us like we don't have a chance.
Yeah, agreed. Kyle,
Yeah.
They got Whiteside too and everything like that. They got a nice big.
taking Blazers too or Celtics?
Blazers.
Okay.
Yeah.
Spurs Grizzlies. I'm going to take the Grizzlies because I think they're a little better.
I agree
personally.
with you. I agree with you.
Yeah, I take Grizzlies.
Spurs with the L. Kings Magic.
Oh.
Any
I'm gonna take the
any
Kings.
thoughts?
I'm gonna say the Kings.
Okay. Kings Magic. I'm actually also going to agree with you on that too.
Yeah.
Which is kind of weird because we usually never agree this much on basketball.
I'm
But-
just gonna say the Magic.
You're going to say,
Yeah.
Kyle goes, I'm going to go different just to be
It
different.
doesn't matter, so it's fine.
Yeah. Okay. Bucks Rockets.
Fun game.
Very fun game. I'm gonna take the Bucks because again, I'm worried about without Russell Westbrook, it's just James Harden.
Who's guarding
Giannis?
Giannis. That's
Yeah,
my
because
pick right
Giannis,
there.
I think
Giannis
the-
is playing the 4 probably,
Right.
or even
I
the
think
5.
the Rockets are way too small to be able to guard that.
No.
Exactly.
Yeah. I'm gonna take
I
the
think
Bucks,
that's gonna be
too.
their problem a lot of the season. Is I think they're just gonna be too small to guard.
Yeah.
some
Well,
of
Mike
these
D'Antoni's
teams.
like, we're just going to shoot as many threes as possible and hope God to fall in. That's really what he's going to do.
Mavs Suns. I'm gonna take the Mavs.
I'm
personally.
taking Mavs. I'm taking Mavs too.
Mavs.
The Suns for me. Are
I like this Mavericks team. I really do
I do
like
too.
this Mavs team. I don't think enough people are talking about them.
Yeah, I agree. Raptors Heat.
I say Heat personally.
Okay, I'm gonna take the Raptors. I like Pascal Siakam.
I'll take the Raptors.
Ooh.
Fine.
I did not think you were going to go that way. That's
Both
why I was
said
like,
to me, it's
I was
fine.
about- Nuggets Thunder.
I got the Nuggets personally.
Nuggets personally, I'm going to take.
Once again, I don't see you, and maybe I'm just not a big Thunder guy. I'm not a Chris Paul guy though either. I've never been.
Yeah,
so-
I'm taking the Thunder, but it's gonna
Yeah.
be very close. This
Yeah.
is one of those like mid-seeded where
Yeah.
it's really close.
Yeah.
I'll
You're-
take the Nuggets.
Nuggets.
Kyle's like, it's not LeBron, so
It's not
we already know.
LeBron, so how are we gonna choose?
They're
this
all
one?
just playing for second loser.
Pacers. Pacers Wizards. I'm gonna take the Pacers on this one
I'm gonna
because
say
again,
I would say Pacers too, just based off the fact that once again, I can't name anybody else on the Wizards team right
I
now.
can't name that many people either.
Is Gortat still there?
Yes.
Okay, there you
Doesn't
go.
Mo Wagner play on the Wizards?
I don't
Does
think
he
so.
now?
I think.
Oh, that's unfortunate. That
Yeah,
sucks.
I don't think so.
Poor guy.
But that's a fact check thing that we'll do later because I have no idea.
I don't really care. That's not that.
I mean,
relevant.
I thought I just saw him on the team. I don't know for sure. But.
Okay.
Okay. As Kyle checks that,
Yeah.
Grizzlies Pelicans. I think this could be one of the more fun games if everyone's playing.
Yeah, that's tough. I'm gonna say oh boy, that's difficult. I'm gonna say the Pelicans. I think outside of Zion, I just think they have more pieces there readily available that can contribute.
Yeah.
You know, than the Grizzlies do. Like it's the Morant show in Memphis. You know what
Yeah,
I
I
mean?
agree.
Where Zion, while he's definitely their best player. You also have solid secondary options on
I
this
agree.
Pelicans team, and I like Elvin Gentry too
Yeah.
as a coach.
I am also taking Pelicans for those exact reasons, but I don't think you can like discount Memphis. by
I'm not
any means,
discounting
but
them at all,
It's Pelicans just have a deeper roster.
Yes,
at the moment.
I do. Yeah. Well, they got the flipping King's ransom for
Spurs 76ers.
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 Yeah, okay.
76ers.
Spurs took another L there. That's sad.
How many games are we in here?
We're about 3 games in.
3 games in? Oh,
Yeah.
jeez. Okay.
Lakers.
Let's ramp it up a bit here.
Lakers Jazz.
Go ahead, Kyle.
LeBron gets a toe sprain. He sits out. They lose to the Jazz.
Wow,
Oh.
a toe sprain. A toe
Toe
sprain?
sprain?
I'm
Just a game.
gonna say the Lakers.
I'm going to say the Lakers also. That's the most wild thing I've ever heard. Nets, Bucks.
Bucks.
Nets.
I'm also taking the Bucks, but that's funny. It's crap. Mavs, Kings.
Mavs.
Mavs.
I will also take the Mavs. That's so awesome. Suns, Clippers.
Clippers.
I will also take the Clippers. I don't like the Suns.
Everyone thinks like, fine, screw you guys.
Screw
too.
Magic, Pacers.
Oh boy, I'm gonna say the Magic because I can't lose all the games.
I'll say Pacers.
I'm also going to take the Magic because I agree with you. I don't think they can lose every single game. There's got to be one.
I
that they
know,
can
right?
win.
I'm like,
Celtics, Heat.
I'm gonna say the Heat.
Dang, I was going to say Celtics. But I am out
You're
and
like,
on this
oh,
one.
dang.
Rockets, Trailblazers.
I'll say the Rockets.
This one's
I'm gonna
tough.
say the Rockets as well, just because once again, I don't think the Rockets are gonna. I think the Rockets are still a good basketball team. Like they're not bad,
That's very fast.
you know. And if it's 3 versus 3s, I'm gonna, you know what I mean. I think like, you know, Harden.
Grizzlies, Jazz.
Grizzlies.
I'm gonna take the Grizzlies too, but I don't know why. Like I like this Jazz team. I'm a big Mike Conley fan, but I just don't. I don't know.
76ers, Wizards.
76ers. I don't think the Wizards win a game.
That's
I didn't. You just said I didn't know that Bradley Beal was out. I legitimately did not know that. So I was
he said, I don't know about that, Chief.
like,
Nuggets, Spurs.
Nuggies.
Nuggies, because I was gonna go Nuggies too.
Yeah, Nuggies.
I like the Nuggies.
What if they changed it to like instead of like Denver Nugget, like Gold Nugget, they just were like chicken nuggets.
Those are the logo.
I'd be even more of a fan.
Like just like a pack of chicken nuggets on their jersey.
Raptors, Magic.
Raptors.
Raptors. Cool.
Dinosaurs.
Nets, Celtics.
Ooh. Celtics.
Celtics.
I'll say Celtics.
Kyle's like doesn't really matter, but I'm gonna take the Nets.
We're gonna take it just in case.
The Nets team. It's like
Lakers, OKC.
LeBron comes back, puts up 50.
From his toes
one
for-
game, one day. He had a day of rest.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna take the Lakers too.
Okay, I was actually gonna say OKC, weirdly enough, but
Yeah.
I'll vote it, I guess. Pelicans, Kings.
Pelicans.
Pelicans.
I think the Pelicans are gonna get this 8 seed. Is really
think so?
Yeah, I do.
I think it's either them or the Trailblazers, personally,
Yeah.
and I think it's really close. For
Yeah,
how we have it right now.
it depends really if Zion's gonna come back.
Yeah.
Because if not, I think it hurts them quite a bit.
Heat, Bucks.
I'm gonna say the Heat. I'm gonna say the Heat. I like this Heat team. I don't think
I'm
they're-
gonna say Heat also because they played a really
usually
strong league.
they usually play them.
Yeah.
Playing really well.
Pacers, Suns.
Suns.
Pacers.
I literally
I'm
couldn't
gonna take
care
the
less.
Suns.
Couldn't care less just because both teams are gonna get demolished if they make it in.
I mean, you're not completely wrong. Clippers, Mavs.
Clips. I'm gonna take the Clips here.
I'm also gonna take the Clips here,
I'll take the Clippers.
but
I
they're both
really-
3-0 going into that game.
I
too.
really hope.
Which is crazy.
Oh, the Clippers lost.
Oh no, they lost the
Oh,
first one. Never mind.
yeah,
They
yeah.
have 3 now. Trailblazers, Nuggets.
I'm gonna say Trailblazers. They dropped that one before
The
that.
one before,
that,
so
so
they're
I
gonna
think
win
they
this
bounced back. Yeah.
Okay, I'm also gonna take the Trailblazers.
I think that's going to be a team,
But-
though. If you guys are looking for a team to watch, especially because the Pistons aren't in this, that's a team where I think if you really give a crap about like wanting to see a team truly fight to get in there, I think that's a team to watch because I think they're going to be highly motivated.
Lakers, Rockets.
I'm going to say Rockets.
I'm gonna say the Rockets.
I think Harden just goes crazy.
Harden's got to go crazy for a few games
Yeah.
here,
Yeah.
especially if Westbrook's not playing.
Yeah.
Spurs, Jazz.
I'll take the Spurs.
I'm going to take the Jazz.
Oh dang it! I'm gonna take the Jazz.
Yeah.
But I think that's a toss-up game though.
Yeah.
Either way. Thunder, Grizzlies.
Thunder. I don't think the Grizzlies have enough. That's my problem.
Okay.
I think they need a second truly complementary piece. Unless I'm missing somebody on that roster, like
I mean, you're not really.
you know what I
missing
mean? Like just like
anybody,
another true guy to help him out. This
Agreed.
really would be.
Kings, Nets.
I'm gonna take the Nets.
I'm gonna take the Kings.
I'm gonna take the Nets.
Okay. Do you have any reason why?
And
You're
then
gonna,
Durant,
feel like
Durant
you're-
comes back for playoffs, and he's like, "I'm the savior," and then he breaks his foot again.
that would be an icon moment right there.
Because I feel like the Nets are like actually a good team, but then like when Kyrie and you hear that Kyrie and Kevin Durant are playing, you're like, oh well.
Yeah, I know, but they still have
Like, I feel
They
like-
still have pieces though.
Yeah.
That's the thing. You're like,
Where are we at? Magic Sixers.
Sixers. Oh, the Sixers have a nice little road here.
I know the Sixers
Good
are
lord.
really just like rolling.
It's
right
not
now.
even that. I don't even think the Sixers are even that great. I just
They
like
just got
that's the
they got a nice
Magic.
pull.
Come on,
Wizards Pelicans.
Pelicans
Cool.
by like 30.
By
Seriously,
only 30.
Yeah, I don't. Once again, I think we could suit up for the Wizards at this point. Like,
think we
and
could.
be like, you know what? Let's go, guys, right here,
Alright.
NBA Park.
Celtics Raptors.
I'm gonna say the Raptors.
I'll take the Celtics.
I'm gonna take the Celtics also.
Yeah, I just want to make you pick.
Okay. A lot of these I feel like I'm like, all right, so it's coming out just to be.
Yeah.
Pick. Okay, cool. Clippers Trailblazers.
Clips.
Trailblazers.
God damn it, guys. I'm gonna go Trailblazers.
There you go.
Because,
Just to
but
see.
you guys are annoying.
Oh.
Jazz Nuggets.
I'm gonna say the Nuggies. He's gonna say the Jazz.
I know you
Sorry.
just
He's just gonna
just
think
put me
about
on
it,
the
but I'll
spot.
say, I'll say the Nuggets this time.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna say the Nuggets also. So. Jazz, where are you at? Okay. Suns Heat.
Heat.
100% agree.
Heat.
Literally could not agree with you more.
Yeah.
Bucks Mavs.
I'm gonna say the Mavs. Gosh dang it! And Kristaps has like 9 threes, and Giannis tries to match him 3 for 3, and he can't do it yet.
I'm gonna take Bucks.
Tim Hardaway has 35 points off the bench.
I'll take the
Is he
Mavs.
starting? I don't even know if he's starting for them. What?
I'm gonna take the Mavs.
I'm
Yeah.
gonna take the Mavs. Wow.
Horses beat deer.
That is the way we can look at it. Lakers Pacers.
Lakers. Jeez.
I think Lakers by literally this
Yeah.
is one of those games where
LeBron
I'm
takes
like,
the game off, and they still win by 25. Anthony Davis is like, this is light work, guys.
Pacers. Okay. Wizards Thunder.
Thunder. Good lord. Just every Wizards game.
Dude, just
mark it as an
mark
L.
'em.
Yeah. Sorry, Wizards fans. I just don't see it.
I don't see it either.
Yeah,
And
no.
they're already like too far down. Where
They're already,
like,
they're not even like they weren't already in the playoffs and they're going to lose their spot. It's
Yeah.
like Bradley Beal's like, I'm just trying to keep us relatively competent.
Yeah. Grizzlies Raptors.
I'm going to say the Raptors here.
Okay, I'm gonna take the Grizzlies here. So Kyle, break the tie.
I'm taking Raptors.
Okay.
Dinosaurs.
Dinosaurs. That's what I'm gonna cheer for every single game. I'm gonna go. Let's go.
We need, to
dinosaurs.
we need to go to a business game. They play the Raptors, and then we
just-
just cheer for the Raptors and be like,
Dinosaurs.
Dinosaurs.
Spurs Pelicans.
Spurs. Just to throw a wrench into everything.
I'm gonna pick the Pelicans.
I'm taking the Pelicans.
Thanks for you both.
Hey, listen, you guys said that to me a lot already, so I don't want to hear it. Magic Celtics.
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 All right, fine. Don't like the Magic. That's fine. 76ers Trailblazers.
Trailblazers.
I'll take 76ers.
I'm gonna take the 76ers also.
Do you guys think? While you're getting this next game ready, right? You think this is the 70? Like after this year, 76ers blow it all up?
Yes.
Yeah, I think so too.
I think they're
This
done
is like a
good.
side storyline to think about here.
Yeah, 100%. Rockets Kings.
Rockets.
I'll also take Rockets, but I was just gonna let you go first.
Yeah.
Nets Clippers.
Clips.
I 100% take the Clippers also, so that's.
You didn't get a say.
Kyle, you don't even get a say in some of these.
Kyle's like, is LeBron playing
Is
for the
LeBron
Clippers?
playing
No.
for the Clippers
No.
too, or
No.
Thunder Spurs?
Thunder.
Thunder.
All right, that's fine. Just give me a second to put this into the spreadsheet. Mavericks Suns.
Mavs.
Mav.
Horses beat giant stars every time. Okay. Everyone was listening to this like it was like credible for about 4 minutes, and they're like, okay, now they're comparing logos
Yeah.
and mascots.
Rockets. Oh no, Raptors Bucks.
Bucks.
I'll take the Raptors.
I will take the Bucks,
Yeah.
but I think it's actually a little closer because
Yeah.
I feel like this regular season is going to be like a lot of close games.
I do because I think and I think that some of the teams that are maybe up there, I know we're taking the Lakers in a lot of this, but like at the same time, it's hard to go and be like they're going to go balls to the wall because Like we're already kind of in, so
Yeah, they're already
it's
like the one seed
yeah.
basically,
So,
so it's fine.
it's almost watching the worst teams are going to be more fun to watch because I think they're going to go harder.
Yeah, Pacers Heat.
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 All right.
I like this Heat team a lot.
No love for the Pacers here.
No. we got the Pacers winning a game. I don't know.
Oh, sure. Lakers Nuggets.
I'm gonna say the Nuggets.
Okay.
Here, I got the Lakers lose at some point here. I don't think they're
Yeah.
gonna go 8 or 9
8
0.
8 or whatever.
Lakers.
Doesn't.
I'm gonna take the Nuggets here also.
Thank you, Michael.
So they
Being somewhat respectable. Kyle's like, they're gonna 4 and 4 and 4 and 4. They're gonna run right through it.
Yep.
Kyle went
Light work.
like
Light work. They're gonna beat the 76ers in the finals, so it's a real easy time. LeBron only plays 28 minutes a game.
Nets Magic.
Oh. I'm gonna say the Magic.
I'm gonna say the Magic also.
Yeah.
Okay, now we're gonna ask.
No
Rockets Spurs.
Rockets.
Rockets.
Are you sure?
Oh, LaMarcus Aldridge will be running down the court one way while the rest of the group is going to be running the other way because he's so old.
Wow.
He's got no knees.
Suns 76ers.
The Suns.
You guys are so much. You guys are so much fun. I'm gonna take the Suns in an upset
There you go. Sure.
because we're gonna have some fun with this now.
Sure.
Because you guys keep putting me on an island. Trailblazers Mavs.
Trailblazers. But that's a close. That I feel like that's going to be a great game
That's
to
gonna be
watch.
so much fun.
Yeah.
Like-
Late in the schedule. What is this? What week are we on?
This is game 7.
7? See,
Yeah.
we're right up on there.
This
So,
is
yeah.
like fighting for the playoff spot
Yeah.
game. So I'm gonna take Blazers because they're probably fighting for the playoff spot at this point.
Okay.
Celtics Grizzlies.
Celtics.
Celtics.
Okay, so no love for the Grizzlies here.
No.
That's-
Sorry. I'd like to say that I could, but I think the fact that they're even in this at all, it should be a gold star.
Pelicans Kings.
Pelicans.
Pelicans.
I also take the Pelicans pretty easily. Bucks Wizards. This one might be tough.
Bucks by 112. Like the Wizards can just forfeit that game. Just give
Giannis.
everybody a rest day.
Giannis goes fishing.
Pacers Rockets.
Rockets. Actually, no. Pacers, just because that's something the Rockets would do, is drop a stupid game like this.
I literally, as
Yeah.
you said, I'm
We're
like,
on the
I'm
same-
like,
yeah.
yeah, I got you so hard on this one. And now I don't.
Yeah.
Because you outsmarted me a little.
Yeah.
Raptors 76ers.
Raptors.
76ers.
I'll take the Raptors here because they haven't won a game, but they also
Obviously, numbers beat dinosaurs. That's the real question.
I guess so. Yeah, you're right. Heat Thunder. I'm gonna take the Heat here.
Me too.
Because I just think there's so much.
Yeah.
I agree with you to a certain set. I'm like, what does OKC have? But they play hard, so
Right.
it's really
For
hard
sure.
there. Clippers Nuggets.
Clips. Nuggets come off a big win and then they do something stupid. And
And
at some point, Kawhi's got to play, right? You're hoping.
I mean, you would
Lord.
think so, right? Kings Lakers.
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 Just so you know, this is the last day of games. So this is the last slate before the playoffs start,
Okay.
I think. Wait, hold on.
Yep.
Oh, we got a few more. Wizards Celtics.
Oh boy.
I'll take Wizards.
Celtics.
I hate this. I'm going to take the Wizards and upset so they get that one last
Okay.
one before they go off the air.
Sure.
Because friendship. Trailblazers Nets.
Oh boy.
I'm going to take the Trailblazers because it's the last game before.
Yeah.
So they're going to be like, we need this win to make sure we get in or whatever.
For sure.
So you taking the same?
Mm-hmm.
Gotcha. Bucks Grizzlies.
Yeah, the
Take
Bucks.
Bucks.
I got the Bucks too. Yeah.
Okay. Pelicans Magic.
Pelicans.
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 They are now the Pelicans.
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 Okay. Pelicans take the dub. Mavericks Suns.
Mavs.
By,
Once again,
by
we're
100
we're at nut cutting time at this point.
Yeah,
so that's
this
why I
is-
think that the better team at
Teams
the
are
end of the
gonna-
day is
yes.
really just going to take it and go. No,
Spurs Jazz.
Jazz.
Kyle, any thoughts?
Jazz.
I don't think this Spurs team is not very good, even with DeMar DeRozan. It's just eh.
Spurs took that loss. Okay. Did this a game? No, I did not. Cool.
Last
70,
week.
Yeah, this last game.
Last week,
76ers Rockets.
Rockets.
I'll take the Rockets.
I will also take the Rockets. Wow, 76ers did not have a good showing here, guys. Heat Pacers.
Heat.
Okay.
Jimmy Butler got them on lockdown.
He got my lockdown. Thunder Clippers.
I'm gonna say the Thunder, just cause I don't really have an intuition about it.
I'll take Clippers.
I'm going to take the Thunder in an upset last
just like
game.
last game, like maybe it helps them with seeding or something stupid.
Yeah. And then
I don't know where we're at. That's the best part of this
Yeah.
is the fact that we
Nuggets-
don't really know where we're at.
Nuggets, Raptors.
I'm gonna say the Raptors get a big win going into the playoffs. Are they the 2 or are they the 3 seed?
Raptors right now would be the 2.
They were the 2 seed going
they
in.
were the
Okay.
2 going in. Kyle, Nuggets, Raptors.
I'll take the Nuggets.
We'll take the Nuggets. I'm also going to take the Nuggets. I think they're going to drop the last one before. And that is it for the 8-game regular season.
Game regular season. All right, awesome. Okay, so if you guys are listening to this right now, if you guys are listening to this either on YouTube or on our camera died as we were going through this because I didn't realize that we needed more time than we actually did. So that's my fault. So if you see the logo, that's why. But after the break, Mike's going to do some tallying. He's going to tell us what the final standings are. We're going to get our bracketology going. He's doing that as we speak right now. We're going to do that. We hit a quick commercial, and then after the break, we're going to go right into the playoff series. We're going to determine a new NBA champion, guys. It's going to be a great time had by everybody involved. So stick around after the break. Hey guys, the Mouth of Michigan, Rob Van Dyke, and you've been hearing me talk about this a lot, and I'm going to keep talking about it because I'm so gosh darn excited about it. We have brand new merchandise at belowthecollar.com/I'm Always Right PC. Make sure you go to that website immediately or go to our website, I'mAlwaysRightPC.com, in order to go and get that merchandise as well. You can also see the title history for the I'm Always Right 24/7 Championship. We have a brand new champion in the Merc Zone, Mike Merkel. If you haven't seen it, go to our YouTube page. Make sure you hit that subscribe, that little notification bell. Let you know every single time we post, which is obviously every single Wednesday, 7 a.m. Like you know it, every single week. Like clockwork, we will be there for you. So make sure you go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Watch Mike take the W. Finally gets that I Am Always Right 24/7 championship title back away. Kyle seemed to drop the ball. If you want to see how it happens, there's only one way to go, and that's go to that YouTube channel and hit that subscribe button immediately. Show your support for the show. Go buy the merch with that awesome, sweet logo that we have. But make sure you support your favorite local podcast through that site, belowthecollar.com. We appreciate all your support. Stay safe out there, and we will be back with part 2 where we crown a brand new NBA World Champion. And welcome back to part 2 of episode 86, 5er, 9er.
Just keep track, Rob.
I'm not good at it at the time. I get it right when we post it, but I
Oh,
forget. Nonetheless, all right, Mike has done some calculations. We are there. We're here. We're proud to be here.
We are.
All right, so Mike, give us the lay of the land. Let's go. You want to go 1 through 8 or 8 through 1? What's more of a shock value?
Which
to
one?
you?
Which?
Give me
do you
East
want?
first. Give me the East first.
East first.
Okay. Do you want? Let's just do 1 through 8.
1 through 8.
Yeah,
okay.
because I think the top couple everyone knows already. So it's
Okay, so in the East, our number 1 seed will remain the Bucks.
Okay.
I don't have. Okay, I guess I could pull up the records, but
No,
Bucks
I just-
won it by
yeah,
like
I don't-
100 miles.
Yeah, we don't need the
They
actual
had, like,
records.
58
But,
wins.
okay.
Raptors are the number 2 seed.
Still okay.
Yep. Celtics will remain at the number 3 seed.
Okay.
The Heat will win the number 4 seed.
Okay.
The 76ers will be the 5 seed. The Pacers are the 6 seed. The Magic will take the 7 seed, and the Nets take the 8 seed.
No. Okay.
So the matchups will be Bucks versus Nets, Heat versus Sixers, Celtics versus Pacers, Raptors versus Magic.
All right.
That is
Good
our
time.
Eastern Conference.
Okay. Did anybody
first
drop out from the East?
No,
No?
the Wizards
Okay.
were the only team that had a chance to get in.
Okay.
But the Wizards, we had them only winning like 1 game, and they were 6 games out anyway.
Yeah,
So they really had no
They
chance.
had- they had
the
to
only
go
one,
crazy.
there's a couple that switched, like the Nets went down to the 8, Magic went up to the 7.
Okay.
And I think the Heat shot to the 4, and they were originally the 5. But outside
Okay.
of that,
All
there
right,
was
so no major shifts.
The
Okay.
West has a lot more
All right.
of the
So let's
big
go. Let's
shifts.
go to the West now.
Okay, so the Lakers will remain the number 1 seed.
Right. They were already.
Yeah,
pretty
they were
firmly
already
in the
pretty
top,
much
yeah.
in there. The Clippers, by half a game, take the number 2 seed.
Woo-hoo!
And the Nuggets were a half a game behind in the
Yeah.
3 seed.
Okay.
And then the team that shot up the most, the Mavericks, are the 4 seed.
Yeah, we do we're high on the
Yeah,
Mavericks.
we are very high on the Mavericks here. The Jazz take the 5 seed.
Okay.
The Rockets take the 6 seed. The 7 seed is the Oklahoma City Thunder. And then the 8 seed, the Memphis Grizzlies, dropped out completely.
Oh, okay.
The Pelicans will take the 8 seed, and the
Yeah.
Blazers are a game behind in the 9 seed.
Oh man. Dang. So the Blazers.
So,
just
but
missed
now
it.
it's interesting because the Western Conference now, we have to decide, because they have the single-double play-in game for the 8th seed.
Oh, okay.
So what's going to happen is if this actually happened in real life,
Yeah.
so the Pelicans, since they're the 8th seed,
Yeah.
play the Blazers, who are the 9th seed. If the Pelicans win one game, they play 2 back-to-back
Right,
games.
right.
Pelicans win the first game.
That's over.
That's it. If the Blazers win, they
They
extend
play
to a second game where the Blazers can win. So do you think the Blazers can beat the Pelicans 2 games in a row? I guess is really the question.
I don't think so.
Don't think so.
I don't
Kyle,
think so.
do you think so?
I think, and I also think too, especially we've talked about this on the show. If Zion is in a chance to get there,
They're
there's
pushing him
definitely
in, yeah.
going to want him to get in there.
Yes.
Like if the Trailblazers were the 7, I'd be like, it didn't matter who the
Yeah.
8 seed was at that point. But I personally don't. So Kyle, what do you think?
Kyle, what do you think?
You think they can?
You
they
think
win
Blazers
2 in a
can
row?
win 2 in a row?
How crazy would that be though? Like that'd be
Exactly.
Man, that's
I think they can do it, but I don't think it's very likely that to be able to do it.
So if you're gonna put it on, because Rob said no, and I need to break this tie because I have this tie in here right now.
Yeah.
So who do you have?
So if you
Blazers-
say yes, they can. Then it's
Then
not
I'm
like-
breaking the tie. I guess it's not a tie to you right now.
I'll say that the Pelicans.
You just say Pelicans win.
What did you think? Just so-
I was kind of thinking the Blazers might, because I think the Blazers, in our predictions,
Yeah.
won like the last 4. They were getting real hot.
Yeah.
So I think that they.
I
Have
just think-
I think that
I
just,
think-
it
I
is
think
hard
the
beating
league-
like a team like Pelicans twice in a row though. 'cause
Right.
it was
Yeah.
that,
Well, just
so-
because they're so. Well, it's not that they're explosive in the sense that like I think it's hard to beat any team twice in a row in any sport. Quite frankly, like.
Yeah.
You know, it's hard to do like immediately right after. By the way, all right, we're just gonna play another game now. You know, I think that's just gonna be tough to do, and I think it sets up really nicely for them just to get it done in one game, and it gets down to the nut cutting time. I think maybe they can win one, and then they make
Sure.
it close. But I don't. I think at some point somebody's gonna have to.
So we're gonna go through all of these. We're gonna go
Yep.
first round, then second round. We're just gonna do each
Yep.
by round, not by conference.
Yeah.
So in the East, we'll start with the Bucks Nets. Who do you win in a 7-game series?
Also, let's see if too. Let's name a game too. Like let's it's not out. It's done in 5. It's done. In
Yeah,
6.
that's what I mean.
Yeah.
Give it
Like,
and give it how many games you think it'll take.
yeah. Go ahead, Kyle. You can start off.
Kyle,
here.
let's start with this.
I think the Bucks win in 5. I think the Nets say
Gentlemen
one.
sweep.
Yeah.
A gentleman's sweep.
They call it.
You get one.
You get one. But basically, it's sweep.
I think they'll get 1, but the Bucks will.
Okay.
I think they just straight up sweep them and don't have.
I
any.
think
I
they-
think
I
they
think
just
they win
go.
in 4.
They're like, can you just give us one? And they're like, absolutely not.
Yeah, I agree with that.
We're gonna do the exact same thing we did in
I
Detroit
think-
last year and smack it out.
I think there's like a chance that like Karis LeVert could go for like 65 and
yeah.
do something.
Dinwiddie just
But
owns Bledsoe.
Dinwiddie's
for a
not
game.
playing.
Oh, he's not either.
No.
Oh, jeez. What the hell are the Nets doing in here? Get
That's
them out of there
yeah.
altogether.
All right, the 4 versus 5. We got the Heat versus the Sixers.
This is going to be a great series. This is what I'm talking about,
Yeah.
man. Like, this stuff gets me pumped because
Yeah.
these middle teams are going to be a lot of fun to watch.
I'm gonna take the Heat in probably 7.
Oh, yes, I agree with you.
I
I'm going to
think-
take the Heat in 7 as well, and I think this is where the 76ers go. It's either we're going to build around Embiid or we're going to build around Ben Simmons.
Yeah.
You got to make a decision, and I don't know that either way you're going to be thrilled, but you're going to have to make that call. And I think that now that they lose again, even if it's in a hard-fought series, I know last year they got kind of, pushed out by the last second shot by Kawhi and everything. I
Yeah.
get that, but I don't think they're better this year for
Yeah,
whatever. And I think this Heat team, I think Jimmy Butler has something about him, man. Where
It's just crazy.
yeah,
Kyle, would you agree with the Heat or would you have taken the Sixers?
I would agree with me. I think like if not Jimmy Butler, if Ben Simmons kind of had like, I know you say like obviously he can't shoot, but if he had more like a Curry like play style in general with like the dribbling, the passing, and the shooting,
Yeah.
then I think they'd be so much more lethal because then
Oh, they would be.
a whole different
Yeah.
dynamic. That it
Even
was.
if
Yeah.
he could shoot a mid-range shot.
he's so
he'd be-
ball and he's so ball dominant
Yeah.
too. Like he's got to have the ball in his hand, and it's just.
It just
'Cause
doesn't
I
work.
like this, because you got Tobias Harris there, you got Al Horford there. Like you have a lot of names right off
Yeah.
the top where you can go wow. But when it comes down nut cutting time, you got to have that killer instinct in you, and I don't know if they have that guy.
Celtics
But-
as a 3 seed,
Great
Pacers as the 6 seed. Kyle, we'll start with you. Who do you think wins this one? And how many games?
I'll take Celtics in 6.
Okay.
I'm going to take the Celtics in 5.
I'm also going to take the Celtics in... I could see either one. I'm
Yeah.
going to say 6, but I could easily see
Yeah,
either
I think
one.
Oladipo missing is just a massive crater to this roster.
Yeah.
So I'm just like, man, and I think the Celtics, because they're so deep, it's just like, man, here's this another guy coming off the bench. You're like, good lord.
Raptors, Magic, 2 versus 7. I'm going to take the Raptors, I think, in 5.
Yeah, I agree with you on that. Kyle, anything different on that?
I could see him sweeping, but
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, that's fine.
I'd say 5.
I'd say 5 because, like, was it last year they played them and they won in 5? Like
Yes.
they got the close like first game,
Right.
and then everything after that was like pretty much blowouts. Like I think that could be the same thing. All right, transitioning to the West, Lakers as the 1 versus Pelicans as the 8. I think this is very interesting, but I think it's like Lakers in 5 or 6.
I think it's going to be. I see it going one of two ways. I think at best it goes 6, but I also think there's a high probability of the Lakers just going, yeah, we see what you're trying to do, NBA, but not yet.
Yeah, exactly,
They just
yeah.
completely
Yeah.
bitch. I don't mean to swear on the show, but bitch slap the hell out of this team.
Yeah.
I'm going to take the Lakers in 4.
Ooh.
I
They-
legitimately think
I-
that they go. It's either that or they steal like game 1.
That's right.
And then everyone goes, "Oh my gosh, what's happening?" And then they just destroy them.
Yeah.
But there's a high probability in my
I don't-
mind that LeBron is just going to be so focused on getting there
Yeah.
that he's going to be unstoppable for the
Yeah, I
first
agree.
2 rounds.
Yeah. Kyle, any
agree.
different?
No.
Okay.
Well,
Matt,
how many games though? He's
Yeah.
got him in like 5 or 6.
I
I,
got
have him just
5.
straight sweeping.
I'd say 5.
Okay, you guys, you're probably more likely, but I just have a feeling that for whatever reason, this Lakers team is just gonna be like,
Yeah.
no.
I buy into
Ooh.
I think it could be like you steal game 1,
Yeah.
everyone goes,
Oh my
God,
gosh,
this is insane.
Zion's taking over,
And then LeBron's
and
like, no, sit down,
Yeah,
and then does his thing.
yeah. Right.
Mavs versus Jazz, 4 for 5.
Gonna be great.
It's gonna be a lot of fun. I think the 4-5 on both sides
yes,
would be great.
great stuff.
I'm gonna take the Mavs personally,
Yep.
but I think it's gonna be like 6.
I'm gonna say Mavs in 7.
I'll
I'm
say
gonna
Mavs in
in
7.
7. I'm
Okay.
gonna say Mavs in 7. Like I said, I think these teams in the middle are so close together.
Yeah.
It's just like who's gonna get hot at the right time, and
Agreed.
you know, there's a lot of exterior factors there.
Nuggets versus Rockets. I think this one is
This is upset central.
This is upset central. I think
Mhm.
Rockets in 6.
I tend to agree with you. Actually, I think I'm right in sync with you.
Yeah.
I don't know why I feel this
I don't
way.
either.
Because I don't think that the Rockets have any chance of legitimately beating the Clippers
I don't either.
or the Lakers. But at the same time, I go, the Nuggets,
Because at
for
this-
whatever reason, it's just...
I think at this time too, you look, they're 100% healthy. The Rockets are,
Yep.
and you're gonna have Russell Westbrook, who's like.
they're just going to
try
run.
hard,
They're just going to
outrun 'em.
run. Yes, I agree
So I'm
with you.
taking Rockets in 6. Because I think the Nuggets are good enough to win 2, but
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know if I can say 7 because that's
Yeah.
like.
Yeah. How many sevens are we really going to see here? Yeah, I'm going to say I do think that we're going to see a couple quick game 7s like in the first round
I do
here
too.
for sure. I am in 100% lockstep with you though. I
Okay.
just think they're just going to run like crazy and
They're
we're
gonna outrun
not
them.
even going to play defense against Jokic. Fine, take your 2s. We're going to trade 2s for 3s every
Exactly,
day,
yeah.
all game.
Kyle, in agreement?
For the
6
most
game-
part.
Well, if
yeah.
you don't, here's the thing: if you disagree with the majority, if you make your case, and we can maybe persuade ourselves to go the other way. But if we're all kind of in lockstep,
Yeah, I feel like at least these first round games for
Yeah.
the most part were pretty in lockstep.
yes,
for
I would
most of
agree.
these.
Yeah,
And also we got Clippers OKC to finish out the first round. I say Clippers in like 5.
I'm gonna say Clippers in 6, and
You think
because
so?
I
Okay.
think they take some time, and I think it's going to be annoying because I think that they're going to. For whatever reason, I think the Clippers are going to get better as the playoffs go on, and I think that Chris Paul is just going to try and pull out some magic as like this like hoorah type thing. But I think that I think it's going to be one of those series where like if the Clippers win, they win by 15, or they lose by 2. Kind of.
That's-
You know what I mean? I don't know. That's just my thought, but I could be wrong.
Kyle, any other thoughts on that series? I feel like these first round series we all kind of
Yeah.
Yeah.
around for the most part.
Now here's where shit's
Yeah.
gonna get.
This is where the
interesting.
debate I
It's
think
gonna
is
be
to start.
fun.
So we're
It's
gonna go
gonna be
back to the East here.
Yep.
Bucks,
Second round.
Second round semifinals. We got the Bucks versus the Heat. I think this one could
I'm excited.
go either way for the most part.
Yeah.
I'm gonna take the Bucks in like
I got Bucks in 6.
I was thinking that
Yeah.
I wouldn't be shocked for a 7.
I think Bucks in 6.
But
I think Giannis is just.
I think what's gonna happen is it's gonna be like 2-2. Bucks take the one in Game 5, and it's just like I don't know if you're gonna be able to
And that's
overcome.
that is exactly it. Where it's like they fight back and forth,
Yeah.
and then somebody else is going to have a game, like a Chris Middleton or a Bledsoe,
Or
that
something.
helps them get over. Where it's like, say they neutralize Giannis, where he's only getting 20 and 10, right?
Yeah.
It's like somebody else on that Bucks team is going to rise up and just go, like Pau Gasol is going to have a day for one day, you know,
Yeah.
whatever the case may be. Where you're just like, that guy put up 18 and we didn't expect him to put up 18.
I agree. So I think it's very competitive,
Yeah.
but I would say 6.
I think the Heat are a team though that are on the rise again. If they can get another big guy,
Kyle?
I'm gonna take the Heat in 7 games because there's only been I've only seen 2 people this year that have been able to legitimately lock down Giannis, and that's been LeBron and Bam Adebayo.
Yeah.
And he's on track to win Most Improved Player.
Yeah.
And I think
You
this
think
is a
so,
great
Lon?
time to do it. I think that's good. I mean,
Okay. So here's the later question then is we're gonna go into the second round. I guess I'm
Okay.
gonna have to change my answer for you because you have the Heat. I think that's interesting.
Wow.
So
Wow.
because me and Rob, so the majority's taking the Bucks
Right.
here.
So yeah,
But however, depending on who wins this next game, I would be interested. Do you think the Heat can beat either the Celtics or the Raptors?
actually, I think they have a better shot of beating those teams than they do of beating the Bucks.
Yeah.
Like I would.
So you think if like the Heat do it, they like make a run for it?
I think if the Heat, yeah, I do too. I legitimately do because I think that the Heat, just because I think that they're gonna just go like no fear, no F's given kind of thing,
yeah.
and I think that if they beat the Bucks, which first off, I'm gonna say this right now, if the Bucks lose in the semifinals, I am going to go bananas on Giannis's butt. Just go that route. Number one, Mike's already laughing because we talked about it last week, but in this series, I think that they're just getting screwed by their seeding. If
Yeah.
the Heat are somehow out of the way of the Bucks until the Eastern Conference Finals, I think there's a high probability the Heat can get there. I really, really do.
Okay. So that's interesting.
I think the Bucks in this scenario though, it's going to be tough. I think it's in 6.
I'm taking Bucks too.
Yeah, I think the Bucks
But
in
it's
6.
interesting for Kyle because now we're going to talk Raptors Celtics here.
Yeah.
So who do you think wins Raptors Celtics?
I would probably take the Raptors in like
Wow.
6.
Do you take Raptors in 6?
Oh.
Yeah.
So then, in your hypothetical, do you think the Raptors
Or the Heat
or
get
the
there.
Heat would get there? Because me and Rob had the Bucks in this
Yeah.
first round. So,
So
we
as a show, we're going Bucks, but just we're
as an
playoff
individual,
scenario.
yeah, as an individual,
Yeah.
how would you see it play out then?
I think the Heat, the Bucks is going to be the Heat's like biggest like opposition up
course.
until the
Oh,
finals.
absolutely,
So
yeah.
so if they could win that, I feel like
You think
I
they
mean,
just roll through?
yeah, I think unless they like get their own
I would
hits,
if
I think
if
would
they
roll through.
pull off the upset, I think they beat either the Celtics
Yeah.
or
'Cause I think that's
just because
interesting.
at that point you're like, come on.
Yeah, because I do agree with that. Where I think if the Bucks win, they're just gonna. I think that's like the decider.
Yes.
I don't think this Eastern Conference setup, how we have it, is the decider. I think it's the semifinal.
Right.
Because I think whoever wins that one probably wins.
Yeah, well, because I
East
don't.
for the most
I
part.
think the Celtics have the second best chance out of those.
Yeah.
Out of just the 3, we're taking the Bucks out of it.
Yeah.
But I think that I think it comes down to two. If the Heat somehow pull off that upset, I think it's like, all right, we're having a magical run,
Yeah.
and we're going to get to the finals. Where is if they don't win, and then the Bucks play whoever, I just think that it is what it is.
Okay, so who are you taking, Celtics or Raptors? I'm always right.
I'm going to take the Celtics personally.
Okay.
I don't
I'm
know.
also gonna
I don't know
take the
anybody
Celtics.
who's going to guard Jason Tatum on the Raptors right now. I mean,
yeah,
Pascal. I mean, but whew.
Agree. Okay, I'm also taking Celtics, but it's very interesting.
I
So,
think that's another one that could potentially go 7 though.
I do too.
I think more likely 6, but I think it could definitely go 7.
All right. Transitioning to the West now, we
Okay.
got Lakers Mavs. How you guys feeling about that? I'm in contention with Rob said area with the Lakers, where I think the first 2 rounds, LeBron's gonna be so focused in to just kind of I love the Mavs. Don't
Yeah.
get me wrong.
I think-
If the Mavs were playing the Clippers or Rockets, I would make a strong discussion for the Mavs.
Yeah.
But because I think LeBron's gonna be so locked in, I'm like,
And I think
it's hard.
I think Anthony Davis is feeling his first sense of real playoff success, and this is kind of like hey, you got about a 2-year window to really make this happen.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say the Lakers in 5.
I say Lakers in 5. I think Lakers in 5 because I think Luka's gonna have that one game.
Yeah, I think they
And
steal
then-
one. I
but-
think they steal one for sure.
but
I don't
think
think that. I think if you make it this far and you get swept, either this one team is like really, really good, or else what? You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
there's a lot going on there.
Yeah.
So
Kyle, I'm assuming you agree with that statement.
Yeah,
but
yeah. The Mavs played the Lakers really well through the actual
yeah,
season.
2-3 games.
But I think just Anthony Davis is gonna dominate Porzingis when it comes to it.
yeah,
And I think that's what it's gonna come to.
All right, and then we got Clippers Rockets. I think this is a little more interesting than people want to throw it at. Kyle, we'll start with you. Clippers.
I'll
Rockets.
take the Clippers because I feel like that's a much more safe. Like with the Rockets, you're either gonna have where they're just gonna go off,
Yeah,
or it's gonna be like
Rockets
they're
are
gonna
gonna
miss 33s.
Rockets, especially this scene reminds me of the one where they shot like 1 for 42
Yeah.
from 3-point.
So I can't just
where
bet
like
that.
where like if you're hit a game 6 or 7, I'm like Rockets could
Mm-hmm.
make 43s and beat you, but they could also make 2 out of 40 and then lose.
Yeah, I don't think they're. I think as much running and gunning as they're going to do against Denver, I think that the difference is the Clippers have enough weapons to where they could kind of match that. I don't think they can go necessarily as fast, but I think that like Paul George is a marksman. You know what I mean? And I think Kawhi's got that too, and they have pieces there where you just go, yeah. And I think also, Kawhi, if he's playing at 100%, I think can lock down one of those two. Like if you need to slow down Harden, I'm going to put Kawhi on him and just shrink rack him.
Yeah.
Like just, you know what I mean?
I'm going 6.
Yeah, probably 6. I could see this being a 5 though too. Honestly, I really do. Just because I think that if the Nuggets were to get past the Rockets, I think it's more of a straight like, all right, let's run down, set up the offense, and go, right? And I think that would actually, lends itself to maybe going a little bit longer of a series. But because they're both so drastically different in the way they play, I think it's going to lend itself more to the Clippers at the end of the day, just slowing it down and just going, we're going to beat the crap out of you.
Yeah. All right, so now we are in the Eastern Conference Finals. We have the I'm Always Right show has
the
Bucks Celtics. So, in this scenario, who do you think wins, Rob?
I got the Bucks. I got the Bucks in 6. And I think that... And here's why I'm saying this. It's a couple reasons. Number one, you're looking at, as far as the East goes, you got the 2 deepest teams. You got the 2 deepest teams on paper, I think it comes down to, at the end of it, is, all right, so say Tatum and Giannis cancel each other out production-wise, right? Who's next on that list of guys, And I don't know necessarily if with everybody else that the Bucks have, it's just I just feel like they just have a little bit deeper, where they just have one more guy that can pull out, or just one more thing. But it's gonna be tough.
It's gonna be very tough.
I honestly too, this is a little bit of a wet dream for me because I just want to see the 4 best teams that I feel like have like a legitimate chance. As much Toronto may be a higher seed right now or whatever, like. I just don't think Toronto has enough to really compete with the Bucks. So, like, this is why I think that the Celtics are a better matchup.
Yeah.
I just want to see this. I think the Bucks, I want to say in 6, but I can see it going 7, too. I want to see Game 7. I want as many Game 7s as possible. I want to be on the edge of my seat for 3 weeks. Like, let's go. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I'm going to take the Bucks in 6 or 7.
Yeah.
It's a throw because I think the Celtics have a better, like, starting 5. Like, when you look at their start, it's like, Kemba, Jaylen Brown, Jason Tatum, Gordon Hayward, who's their center?
What's his name? I can't remember his name now.
Thesis or something. They have a pretty good center too. Yeah. I'm like starting 5 and even a few guys off the bench with like Marcus Smart and stuff. Yeah. Like you have a very solid 7 or 8 for playoffs. But then I'm like, but you got like Giannis and Chris Middleton and like shooters all around, and you have a stretch. It's just like so much to comprehend for the Celtics. I'm thinking Bucks in like 6 or 7.
Yeah, I think this is boy, this is going to be interesting. Who do you got?
I'm going to take the Bucks, and I can see it going 6 or 7. I think Jason Tatum will have like a star performance. Will kind of put him as like one of like the league's like.
No, and honestly though, you make a great point by that though. If somehow. If Tatum has a game where, like, you go, that's the game. Like LeBron against the Pistons, that first run where, like, you go, that's the game.
Yeah, that game 5.
Where you just go, we already kind of knew you were going to be the best player, but now it's like, okay, that's, like, the official best player.
I would be very interested if this goes, like, Bucks up 3-2, and then I'm like, all right, does Tatum do that 40-point Game 6 thing to push him to Game 7? I think that's an interesting...
This is a defining moment if this is how it plays out, where these 2 teams wind up in the finals, to where you look at both Giannis and Tatum and you go, something's got to give. Yeah, right? You're the leader of this team, so it's like, which one of you guys is going to elevate the rest of your team to get there to play one of the LA teams? Yeah. It's going to be
great.
Bananas.
And then going into the West.
All right, here we go. Here's the uphill battle coming up. I'm already prepared. Let's go.
Lakers, Clippers. I think it's going to be a Game 7 almost no matter what.
I hope so. I think the NBA is going to make sure that it goes to a Game 7.
I think when you look at it, I think there's no matter what. I think, like, someone goes up 2-0, then the other team's like, I can't go down 3-0, so they're going to come back 2-2, and then say, like, Lakers go 3-2. They're like, all right, we can't lose Game 6, and they're going to have a crazy game, or whatever. It's going to end up being Game 7 somehow.
I think it's going to go 2-0, then to 3-2. So, like, say Lakers go up 2-0, then the Clippers win 3, and then it puts the pressure back on the Lakers, and then you're like, all right, We've both had swings of momentum.
Yeah,
Who
who
gets it?
finishes
Yeah.
it? I think it's gonna be Game 7. It's so tough. I really can go either way on this one. Kyle, start
boy.
with you because I feel like I know what you're gonna say pretty easily.
I mean,
I feel like I know what you both. I feel like I'm the decider on this one.
Yeah,
I feel like I'm pretty
yeah.
sure what you both are gonna say.
This series is gonna be the series where it's like, yeah, he's the greatest of all time. Like he's gonna have the game where it's like they're down 3-2, just like against the Celtics.
I
when they
kind
won
of
2-2.
coincide that to a certain extent, where I think if you're down 3-2
Yeah.
and you have 2 games back to back where you're just
Yeah.
clearly
Yeah.
the guy, I'm like
Yeah.
that kind of.
Well, here's my problem with that though. I actually don't agree with this series being the one where everyone goes he's the greatest. I actually think that LeBron struggles a little bit in this series. Not when I say struggle, I'm not saying Harden 2 for 40. What I am saying though is that he's just normal. He's not he's not putting up 40, 15 and 12,
Yeah.
okay? But
I agree.
I'm going to take the Lakers in this. I can make the case either way. I honestly
too.
can.
Yeah.
But here's the end of the day for me is I don't think the Clippers have as much urgency as the Lakers do
I agree
in
with
this particular season. It is if we're putting this season in a vacuum. If next year I would take the Clippers in a full season, going through it already and everything else, I would take the Clips. But in this case here, I think it's Anthony Davis's show. I really do because the Clippers don't have that guy to neutralize Anthony Davis, right? You've got LeBron and Kawhi. They're going to probably, assumingly, cancel each other out,
Probably.
right? You've got enough pieces on the Lakers team where, okay, Paul George is Paul George, right? But Anthony Davis, he is a massive force in the paint. There is nobody on this Clippers team that can match him. Yeah. There is not anybody. You know what I mean? So I think that is the guy that takes this team where LeBron maybe doesn't put up 50 a night because he's not going to have to.
Yeah.
And I think Anthony Davis is going to be putting up a 30-burger every night, and you're going, wow.
Yeah.
I still think it goes 7.
I do too.
And I think that you're going to see moments where you just go, man, I really think it's going to be the Clippers. I just don't, and then there's going to be other games where, I really think it's going to be the Lakers.
Yeah.
But I think that is the guy, the deciding factor for me where I go, it's him.
Yeah.
Not LeBron in this case. Nothing against LeBron. I just think that it's Anthony Davis's turn where he's going, I don't know if I'm ever going to get here again. LeBron's not here for much longer. I got to get it done now.
I agree. Yeah.
So I'm going to say the Lakers in 7 in what is hopefully one of the greatest series of all time. I want to feel all the range of emotion because I don't have a dog in the fight. So I'm like, I just want to see the best team. Like if it goes 7, all right, this year they were the better team, and it's that simple. If it goes anything less than 7, I'll be disappointed.
I will be too,
Yeah.
to be honest.
Like
if it goes 6, if it goes anything less than 6, I'll be
oh
like,
my gosh!
what happened?
Well, okay, can I pose this question?
Like,
Because
expectation.
We're not even filming because our camera died already, so we got all the time in the world. Can I pose this question to you guys? Because I think you guys expect me to go Clippers, right?
I was expecting it because, well, not that I thought that you'd be like, okay, I think the Clippers maybe win. I just thought you'd give the opposing, like, I'm picking Clippers to go against you guys.
This is my
Because you knew that me and Kyle were probably
For
going
sure,
Lakers
for
either
sure,
way
yeah.
and outnumber you.
But here's my question then to do that, right? What if, and this I want to talk specifically just about because we talk about LeBron's legacy so much on the show because it's the one thing that everybody wants to talk about, right? Say the Clippers win in 5.
Yeah.
Or something like that, where like you just said, it doesn't go 6, and the Clippers win in 5.
Yeah.
What does that do anything for you? Not from a legacy like, all right, well, clearly MJ wouldn't have. I'm not talking about that, but like, do you think that then that's a confirmation for you that okay, he's probably never going to win another championship?
Probably.
Like even if he plays great, say he puts up 40 a night, and it's just not it's just where it's like, wow, this Clippers team for whatever reason, it's like Paul George every time he touches the ball goes in,
Yeah.
something like that. But does it do anything for you that if the Lakers don't win a championship here, and I'm gonna ask this question again when we get to the finals, but like, if they don't win it, what does that mean for this team and for him? Like, do you think next year they still have a legitimate chance of getting that? Because I think their chances go down based off of the fact that I think the Clippers are going to get better just because they've been together for a year.
maybe.
Like, it's just or it's all speculation, obviously, but
I think it's a tough. I don't think it necessarily closes the window by any means. I still think that next year, because I think it's a shortened year still because you're starting in December,
Right.
so it's not like a whole year. Where
Right.
I think like the season's ending October. Your next one's starting in December, 2 months later or whatever.
Right.
So it's not like, oh, I'm aging a whole nother year.
Yeah.
Like you're gonna be everyone's gonna be about the same
Right.
as they were exiting these playoffs to entering the next season.
Right.
So I don't think I'm saying it's necessarily gonna hinder your chances. But I do think it's like it closes. Like I think if you win it this year, people are like, then you can win it next year and start catching up. I think it's like you might only have 1 year left.
Yeah.
I think next year's sort of the real last year.
Yes,
because
I
then you're
agree.
gonna have a whole year off kind of thing, and it's
Right,
like
yeah.
then you're like
Then
now
you
you're
know,
like
his
37
his
and
contract's
his contract's
up,
up,
yeah.
and he'll probably go play with his son or whatever, and then.
Ronnie's the new taking over. He's like, Dad, I am destroying you.
But it's gonna be like a whole thing. So I think this is
Now-
his legitimate last competitive.
So flip it now, right?
Sign.
Say the Lakers dominate.
Yeah.
Okay, say the Lakers dominate, because I think we can all agree that, okay, say the Clippers win in 5, you go, all right, well, clearly they were just the better team, right?
Yeah.
That's how you have to phrase it, right? But I know a lot of people go, well, see LeBron, blah, 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 right? But as we talked about last week on this show, if we're going to hold everybody at the same standard, if you want to throw people in the best player of the league category, if the Clippers lose in somewhat non-competitive fashion, like in 5 games, right? What does that do for this Clippers team, and more importantly, for Kawhi, from the best player in the league status? I put that in air quotes because I don't believe that's true, but some people are on that train. How much does that hinder him and his whole framework of how we look at Kawhi Leonard as a whole? Because I think these are important questions to ask when we're talking about this, because if the Lakers lose in 5, people are going to shred LeBron James.
Yeah.
It's going to be crazy, right? It's going to be worse than when he lost to the Mavs by far, because he didn't even get there. But on the other hand, if you've got a small subsection of people saying that Kawhi is taking over as the best guy, and they're not even competitive, then I think there needs to be an equal amount of shredding if we're going to shred somebody.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Or do you think that it's not fair either way to either guy, and you just go, well, they lost to probably the team that's either going to win the finals or is going to lose to Giannis and his buzzsaw of a team? So what do you say about Kawhi's future if they aren't competitive in the series and it doesn't go to 7? So I think if it goes to 7 either way, they're okay. I think they go, well,
Yeah,
you
lost
knew it was going to happen.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, I think if they lose, especially in like a non-competitive fashion, I think that kind of, because I mean, if you who are the best NBA players in the league right now? Like Kawhi, I mean, he could be there, he could not. I guess depends. Like who.
Well,
you
some
are.
people after that run, right, were like, he's the guy. Like when
Yeah.
Durant did it, it was like, oh, Durant's the guy, and then Durant broke his size 900 foot. So like, you know what I mean? Like, so now, dude, you see those things are like this long, like flippers.
Yeah.
But then Kawhi, right, goes to Toronto 1 year, they win the title, right, albeit against a shitty Warriors team. But now you go and you say, all right, people are saying, all right, he's the guy. If they go out now and you're on another super team with the team that you wanted, with a guy that you were like, I'm not going to go to the Clippers unless I get Paul George. Okay, you got him, and you go out and you basically get gentlemen swept to a Lakers team that LeBron just went and said, I'm your dad, in all sense. What does that do to him? I mean, I think it's got to be a significant ding.
Yeah, I think it definitely hinders like his
That
stats,
argument, for
especially
sure.
because because how fast Giannis came up, you're just gonna jump him basically. I think, especially if he just plays like average, all right, whatever.
Yeah.
Like he's got to play like if you're gonna get like destroyed, at least like put up 50, like. So
obviously,
obviously.
just put up 50.
So I feel
It's
like
easy.
So I feel like it's definitely going to hinder him. It's definitely going to put him back down to kind of where I feel like he was like when he was with the Spurs when he wasn't playing. Like everyone thinks he was good, but he's like
Yeah, he's a top 10, but he's not the guy.
I think him losing here in that way puts the blemish that the Mavs game has. The
On
Mavs
LeBron.
series on LeBron,
Right.
where
Like
anytime,
the one time you went up head against him,
Yeah.
and he just went, no.
yeah, exactly. Like I think you'll say it's the one competitive time, and it's like you're just gonna go. Like, everyone goes, if he's ever in that, if in the next 5 years he dominates, or Kawhi dominates, wins 3 more titles or something, and he goes, is he better? And you go, LeBron has this blemish. I go, yeah, and Kawhi has this blemish.
Right.
He got destroyed with a team that everyone thought was better.
Right.
So I think it adds that level. I think it hurts Kawhi a little more, because I think LeBron, you can kind of be, like, if LeBron loses in 5, he gets shredded, but a lot of people already think Kawhi's better.
Right.
So,
well, yeah, but LeBron's doesn't go against, okay, he's not the best player in the world. It's, okay, LeBron's not the greatest of all time. That's the difference.
That
in
is the
magnitude,
difference, yeah.
You know what I mean? Where it's like, LeBron, if they lose in 5, you guys better get prepared as like diehard LeBron guys. You guys better be prepared to turn off social media for a while because it is going to be an endless supply of Skip Bayless hot takes. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's going to be a disaster for him. And I think it's another reason why I think it's like, you better at least get to the final. If they lose the Bucks, I don't think it's. I know some people are like, well, it's just another loss in the finals. I don't look at it that way. I look at it and go, okay, well, you beat the team that everyone thinks is probably better than you anyway, and then you lose the Bucks, who you've got the next phenom of the league here in here. But I digress. All right, so we got the Lakers winning.
We have the
Lakers winning in 7. Let's go to the finals now.
Bucks, Lakers.
It's almost like that's the finals in so many ways. That LA versus LA. I pray to God we get that. We get that.
I felt that way the last 4 years when it was either Rockets Warriors in the conference final, and then I was like, well, the Cavs are on the other side, but they have nobody outside of LeBron. So I'm like, it's really this Western Conference, and then it's like, and then they're kind of winning in 4 games anyway. But we got Bucks, Lakers.
Oh God. This is going to be tough.
I think this is... I'm taking... At this point, if you get past the Clippers, I take the Lakers here.
Yeah.
I'm taking either LA team against the Bucks. I'll throw it that way.
Yeah.
I'm taking either LA team. So I'm taking the Lakers in this situation over the Bucks.
I'm going to say that as well.
And here's a big reason why is, one, in the last regular season game that the Bucks and Lakers had or whatever, LeBron was able to lock him down pretty well. Now you can just be like, hey, Anthony Davis... sit on him.
Yeah, that's why that's the biggest key. I just said before is Anthony Davis, because it's like Giannis. Okay, maybe Giannis is the best big man in the league by far, right? But maybe. Anthony Davis is the second, and so it's like, all right, tit for tat. Yeah. By the way, though, you don't have LeBron James. Yeah. You got Chris Middleton. Yeah. That's the difference.
That's the difference.
Exactly.
Yeah. So that's where I take the advantage.
I say it's less competitive than it is with the LA series.
Oh, I would say the Lakers. I think it's 6 or 5.
Yeah, I would say
6.
I would say 6. Yeah,
I agree. I think it'd be 6.
And then even if the Clippers get here, I
would say the Clippers is 6 too,
because I think Kawhi, you watched last year, Kawhi locked Giannis out for 4 games. I'm like, he'll just do that again, probably.
Yep.
Because Giannis hasn't improved exponentially since last year.
No, he hasn't. No.
So I'm taking either LA team, but in this situation, I'm taking Lakers.
Yeah, I'd agree with you. Yeah, I think that's a little easier of a. I know it's weird to say that because it's the finals, but
I feel like in the NBA, unlike the NFL, it's always like that, where I was like, okay, so the Warriors and Rockets, it's tough, but then Warriors, Cavs, okay,
right?
Warriors.
Yeah, there's such a discrepancy on each side of the pendulum for sure. All right, guys, that's it. We've decided. LA Lakers. Once again, they did it. LeBron James gets his 4th championship.
We somehow rigged it for that to happen.
Everybody,
even though Rob was on our side the entire way.
I was, but it's not because of anything else. You're just looking at it and you go, if you see what these guys do and you see how they operate, and you just go, it's just how it is, unfortunately. Now, but we have caveats in that, right? Like, there's a definite chance that the Clippers beat the Lakers. I would say
there's a chance that the Heat beat the Bucks.
Yeah,
none of that
right.
happens.
Yeah, exactly. Right. We could be where everybody just buzzsaws everybody, and we just get the top 2 teams in both conferences, and we're like, oh, all right, well, okay, cool. So lots of discussion here. The LA Lakers are your 2020.
They say 2019, 2020,
but whatever. Defending NBA champions going into next season, which is 2 weeks after that season ends, so it's fine.
It's fun.
That is going to be it for this week's show. Very excited for the playoffs to start. Next week, we're going to be talking a lot of wrestling, Extreme Rules, Slammiversary, that kind of stuff. We're also going to be talking baseball, making its return. Lots of good stuff coming your way next week for sure. Hopefully, another edition of the I'm Always Right 24/7 Championship Series as well. Mike